Hi, this is Brian Hegney, Instructor of Communication at High Point University. In the last video, I went over something very easy, which is downloading images from Google. And we made a folder and we put it on our desktop. Yay, there it is, 4 pictures of kitties. Now, let's say that I want to get doggies as well, and I want to keep a separate folder of doggies. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to, large, there we go. I'm going to make a new one here. That's cute. Here. Oh, so cute. And I'm just going to get 3 pictures. And I'm going to control-click make. I'm going to make a new folder in a new way. I'm going to go to Finder, File, New Folder. Click. And I'm going to call that Doggos. Brian's Doggos. Okay. And of course, I'm going to select my dog images and drag them into there. Good. And now I have 2 folders. And let's say I want to upload these folders to my class or to my professor or email these to somebody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a zip folder, or Macs call them archives. Windows, we call them zip folders. And the way we do that, or I should say the reason we do that, is I cannot email someone this folder. I can't attach this as a file because this is not a file. This is a line of code that shows people where in the computer these pictures of kittens are stored. If I double click it, it shows me previews of these images, but this folder here isn't a file. I cannot attach it. So what do? I'm going to select everything I want. Now I could do this in a couple ways. What I normally like to do is make a master folder, so I'm going to select these 2, say File, New Folder, Brian's Animals. Now, I don't want to make too many subfolders, but sometimes it makes sense. So I am going to drag these here, yay. And now I have a main animal folder, double click here, and now I have folders of kittens. And I can click the back button, folders of doggos, back button. Okay, and that's fine. Now, let's say I want to email these to my grandma, okay? Because she loves doggos and kitties. Again, I can't email the folder, so what I'm going to do is control-click this, and I'm going to say compress. And what it's going to do, it's going to make an archive, or it's going to make a zip folder. Okay, compress. Bam, there it is. In my desktop, it's created a zip folder of Brian's Animals. Okay, and here's my zip folder. This is a file. It is a zip file. It's brian'sAnimals.zip. So this is something I can attach. Now let me go into an email. Or let me go to Blackboard. That's what. There we go. So I'm going to open up Firefox only because Chrome isn't working with the new Blackboard system. And I'm going to go ahead and go to one of my courses. And I'm just going to create a test content folder that's not available to students there. Now, what I'm going to do is just show you that I'm going to upload a file for, let's say, my students to get. And I want to point out, if I browse my computer and I go to desktop, if I just click on this folder, notice I can't upload it. That open button, it should say upload, but it doesn't. It's not available. But if I upload the zip folder, there it is, open. Of course, when I click on open, it's going to upload it, not open it. And then, of course, I'm going to give it a name, Brian's Animals. And what I like to do is I always like to specify what type of file it is in parentheses when I name something. And I'm going to submit it. Okay. And that's how we create a zip folder. Now, what I'm going to do now is show you, well, how we work with that zip folder. So because I'm going to go ahead and delete these from the system. Pretend like they don't exist, because they don't anymore. They're on Blackboard. What I'm going to do now is pretend I'm somebody else, and I go to this file, and I see Brian's Animals zip folder is here, and I tell you to download it. Okay, so now I'm downloading it. And I just click on it, and it says, hey, should I open it or should I save it? We're going to save it. It's not great to open zip folders from the internet. What we're going to do is save it, and it's saving it probably to my downloads folder. There it is. So let's go ahead and open up the downloads folder and see what happened. In order to open up the downloads folder, I'm going to go to Finder, and I'm going to go to a new Finder window. That's how I like to do it. And I'm going to click on Downloads. And here we've got briansAnimals.zip. I'm going to go ahead and drag it onto the desktop just so you can see it. That's it. That's the one I just downloaded from Blackboard. It's a zip folder. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to double click it. When you double click it, it extracts the folder that we zipped up in the previous step. And when I double click Brian's Animals folders, look at, there's my kittens, there's my doggos. So that's the difference between a regular folder and a zip folder. Okay? But here's a problem, and I just want to point this out. You will hear me say we shouldn't use Safari. I'm going to show you why I don't like using Safari. I'm going to click on Safari. www. I'm going to go to our Blackboard. I'm going to sign in. And I'm going to go to my courses. And I'm going to go to that same class. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete what I had downloaded using Firefox. I'm going to go to the class, and I'm going to look for that content space, and I'm going to click on briansAnimals.zip. It downloads it. Now what is it going to do? If I go to Finder, File, New Finder window, oh my gosh, let's see, Downloads. It downloaded and unzipped the zip folder for us. Now, sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. Because if the person who created the zip folder didn't create a folder or subfolders of Brian's Animals, then it would have just scattered all the JPEGs in my download folder. So that's why I like to use, or I like Safari to not unzip things for me, and I just wanted to point that out. So if you're using Safari in my class, which is against my wishes, instead of Firefox or Chrome, then you may have this happen to you. You will download a zip folder and you won't know it's a zip folder because Safari unzips it for you. That may cause problems. That's all I wanted to say. So this has been a lot about zip folders. I hope you know more about zip folders, what they do, why we use them, how to create them, how to extract them, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!